Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do the Abacus division. That is division using the Abacus tool. So we have to remember the two important rules before we start utilizing the tool for doing the division. So the rule 1 says number of digits in the dividend is equal to the number of rods for the answer or the quotient. It is very important that we represent the dividend on the tool so that we get the answer accordingly. So while I solve, you'll get to understand what exactly this rule means. The second rule says last place value to consider in the dividend from left will be the same place value rod to represent the answer or the quotient. I would want you to read these two rules repeatedly for 2 to 3 times to understand about the rule properly, and watch this video about 2 to 3 times to understand how this actually is done on the tool. Now I have listed a few questions which is about 2 digit divided by 1 digit. So we know that the number before the division sign is the dividend, the number after the division sign is the divisor, and the answer we are going to get in two parts, one being the quotient, the other being the remainder. So we have to take the dividend on the tool. So the first rule says the number of dividend is equal to the number of rods you consider to answer. So I have 2 rods. That is, the dividend is 2 number, so I have to take 2 rods in the answer part as well. So these 2 are the rods where I will be representing the answer. It is also important for a child to know the tables from 1 to 10. Now, when we start, we have to see if the first number, because the divisor is a single digit number, so you can take that number alone too. Just check with the first rod. Is 1 larger than or smaller than 2? Obviously, this is smaller. When the number is smaller, we have to consider both the rods. When I consider both the rods, this will be the last rod I'm going to consider. That is, this is 1's place. So my answer will also be in the 1's place. Now, I have 18 here. We have to check if 18 comes in the tables of 2 or if I get any number near to it, less and near to it. I know that 2 times 9 is 18. So I'm going to represent 9 times and I'm going to remove this 18. And my answer will be 9. So for this, I can write the answer as the quotient is 9 and the remainder is 0. I can write it like this, or I can write it as 9 bar 0 or 9 in the brackets 0. Anyway, the next question is 62 divided by 7. Take the divisor on the tool 62. Now you have to divide this number by 7. First check, 7 is a single digit number, so take the single rod. This number, just check if it is larger than or smaller than the 7. This is smaller. So when it is smaller, take both the rods. When you take both the rods, the number is 62. You have to check if 62 goes in 7 times table. We know that 7 9s are 63, so we can take 7 8 times. So this is the last rod I'm considering, so my answer will also be in the 1's place. So 8 times is 7, 8 times is 56. I have to remove 6 from minus 10 plus 5 minus 1. So my answer will be 8 quotient and 6 remainder. So I can write it as 8 and remainder as 6. Now the third question, 45 divided by 9. First take 45 on your tool. Now just check with the divisor. Divisor is 9. Is 4 larger than or smaller than 9? It is smaller than 9, so take both the rods. Then my answer will be in the 1's place in the answer rod. So 45 goes how many times in 9 times table, or will there be any number lesser than 45? So it will go exactly 5 times. 9 5 times is 45. So my answer will be represented in the 1's place. 5 times is 45. So my answer will be 5 quotient and 0 remainder. So the quotient will be 5 and the remainder will be 0. Now let's go to the next question, 63 divided by 9. The dividend here 63. Now we have to divide this by 9. 9 is a single digit number, so first check the first rod. 6 is larger than, smaller than or equal to 9. It is smaller, so you have to consider both the rods. When you take both the rods, the number is 63. So your answer will be represented in the 1's place in the answer part. So 63 goes how many times in 9 times table? It goes 7 times. We know the tables of 9. So we'll take 7 times 63. So my answer here is the quotient is 7 and the remainder is 0. Let's try the next one. 30 divided by 6. Take the dividend in the question part, which is 3030. Now 6 is a single digit number. Check if 3 is larger than, smaller than, or equal to 6. It is smaller. So you have to take both the rods. Now the number is 30. Your answer will also be represented in the ones place. Now 6, how many times is 30? We know that it is directly going. It is 5 times is 30. So my answer will be 5 is the quotient and 0 is the remainder. Now let's try the last question, which is 50 divided by 5. Take 50, the dividend in the question part. Now you have to check. Now 5 is the divisor. 5 is a single digit number, so take this rod first. So 5 is lesser than or equal to or larger than 5. It is equal to 5. When it is equal, you are considering only this rod because it goes 1 times. So when you're considering this rod, your answer should also be in the tens place. In the answer part, your answer will be in the tens place. So 5 times 1 is 5. You're going to remove everything. Now you don't have anything further. There are no beads at all. So your final answer will be 1, 0, 10 and your remainder will be 0. So your answer to the last question will be 10 and the remainder is 0. I hope you understood this. So kindly stay tuned. I'll be coming up with larger numbers as well so that you'll be able to understand it properly. If you have any questions in mind, do share it in the comment section below. I hope this video was helpful. For more such videos, please subscribe to my channel and support me. See you all in my next video. Until then, take care.